All right, cool. So um, in order to, let me go into presentation mode here real quick here. In order to post on social media, I think first of all, we need to grasp the importance of why we should be doing it. A lot of people are like, I don't really get business from there. Oh, why should I be doing social media? I don't like social media. And we have all these beliefs about it. And the reality is that why we post to social media is not just to be like everybody else or because it's new and whatever. It's because that's where people's eyeballs are. It's the attention economy. So it's not really, hey, I don't like it, or is my audience there? People are there. 3.78 billion users. And this is from last year. Imagine how many more people are using the internet and watching content and using social media now since pre 2020, right? It's gone up. And this is worldwide. How many people in the United States use some form of social media? Maybe they don't use Facebook, but they might use Instagram, they might use Pinterest, they might use LinkedIn, they might use Twitter, they might use TikTok. So that's where the attention is. And somebody once said, in order for people to give you money, you first have to have their attention. In order for them to buy something or work with you or hire you, you first have to have their attention. Now, there's a lot of ways to get people's attention. We're going to talk about that here in a second. But giving people your time, giving people your value, your expertise, your know-how about your market, about real estate, about the process, that content putting out there gets their attention. So that's the first thing is before he's like, I don't really know, should I pay attention to this or not? You should, because this is where attention is.
Yeah, and Jesse, I'd just like to point out, don't feel like you're going to start posting to social media and suddenly your phone's going to start ringing with deals. This is something that takes consistency. It takes time. You're going to have to work at this just like you're going to have to work at any other lead source. So this is kind of, a necessity these days, but don't count on this as being a direct lead source anytime in the near future. It will be something that takes time to develop and cultivate.
100. And for those that are wondering, like, oh, how, are people really using social media? I know people have a Facebook account. I have a Facebook account, but how much time? 2.5 hours average people spend on social media. 2.5 hours a day, okay, on social media and messaging on WhatsApp and Facebook and all of these different platforms, okay? And it's everybody. It's not just, the high school and the millennials. It's everybody is on social media, and that's where the attention is. Okay. I thought this was interesting. 71% of consumers who had a positive experience with a brand on social media are likely to recommend them to their friends and family. So they see your content, they see like, oh yeah, that guy Steve, he's always sharing stuff about the market, and he's always sharing stuff about Naperville and about, the Chicago market. Man, yeah, he's a nice guy. They have a positive experience that you're a professional. They're going to be like, hey, check this out. Another part of this, which leads kind of what we're going to talk about, is Instagram as a starting point, is that 500 million people use stories daily. And this is a January 2019 stat. So it's probably over 1 billion by now, especially with the last, like I said, 18 months. So people are using these platforms or consuming different types of content. And so that's why we want to have their attention and be the one that they see, the brand that they see, the local expert that they see. We want it to be you. Now, I do want to share something here, which kind of ties into what Steve was saying. Like, you may not feel like you're going to get a lot of business, or you may not get a lot of business from your direct social media activities, but there's two types of marketing. Okay. There's outbound efforts, right? Which is you interrupting them. Essentially, you're trying to get your message in front of them by interrupting what they're doing. We call them, we send them a direct mail. They're looking through their mail and they see a postcard about this property you sold. You door knock, you send them an email, you use some type of ads, you put your signs out, right? You're interrupting, you're broadcasting out. That's one form. And we do that a lot. And smart real estate agents use some forms of these to get people's attention. But the other thing is inbound, right? You can also leverage people that are out online searching, people are scrolling, people are reading reviews, people in your database. You might send them an email. That's kind of bringing them back to you as well by producing something of value in the market. So just want you guys to understand there's two different types of marketing. There's something to attract people and there's something to broadcast out. This is kind of like more of the online stuff that we're talking about today. And why do I think this is important to think about both? People see your signs and then they'll Google you. This is how real consumers actually experience marketing, whether it's an outbound message and inbound. First, they see your sign, then they'll go Google you. They might get a call from you. You might cold call them. But then guess what? They're going to go back online and like, hey, let me see this person's profile on Zillow. Let me see how they are, if they're on Facebook, what they do. They're going to do their research. They got your flyer, then they're going to go check out your website. They scroll through their feed and then they start clicking and researching. So you kind of use these together. This is why you do outbound efforts, but you also want to do inbound efforts. They may call you and say, oh yeah, I found you from the direct mail piece, but they could have also went and done their research on your Zillow profile and your Google profile and your website as well. So they work together. Do not separate them and think, oh, the Google doesn't, that hasn't worked for me. They may go there and verify you're legit. Does that make sense? Is that helpful?
Yes, absolutely, Jesse. One thing about that, I go on listing appointments all the time that with people that say, hey, yeah, I looked you up online. I looked you up on Zillow, or I Googled you. So the two most important ones that you want to make sure are updated, we talk about this all the time. Make sure that your Zillow profile is updated and has all the recent sales that you've done. And also make sure that your Google business profile is updated. And both of those, the more testimonials you have, the better. That's where they're gonna look.
More photos. Like we said on a previous call, add a ton of photos. We added like 60 photos, I think, to Steve's profile, and the engagement on Google is already increasing and growing over the last week or two since we've done that. So I just wanted to kind of get you guys in the framework before I show you guys a few demos of how to create some content. I'm going to try to create 3 different posts in about 10 minutes here with you. I'm going to show you how easy it is, how fast it can be. The first type of post is Instagram Reels. And before you say I don't use Instagram, I'm going to show you how to recycle or reuse or repurpose what you make for Instagram and put it on other sites. Now, what is Instagram Reels? Instagram Reels are a video format social media posts on Instagram that are becoming more and more popular because they're short, quick little videos that are about a minute. And again, Instagram might extend this to 3 minutes. I believe TikTok just did. It's 1 minute. It's the size of the video. If you look at your phone is basically a 9:16 layout. When I say 9:16, that's just the aspect ratio. It's portrait. It's a vertical layout. So it's long, okay? It's tall. It's the whole length of the phone. That's how these videos are, and this is a lot of the type of content people are consuming online. Instagram stories is the same thing. Facebook stories. There used to be LinkedIn stories. They just canceled those, but it's all the same idea. It's all vertical format. These are very popular to create and to consume because they're really short. They're really simple. There's nothing complex. You don't need a big fancy video setup. You don't need a special microphone. You just need your cell phone, okay? Smartphone, that's it, simple. You can record in the Instagram app, and I'm gonna play a video demo of this, or you can record it on your phone. Literally just open the camera app and make sure it's vertical, it's tall, and then start recording. And you wanna try to keep it to 1 minute. Now, why these are good, right? It's just a great, simple way to add value to the marketplace. You could share a tip in 1 minute. You could answer a frequently asked question in 1 minute. You could showcase a property in 1 minute. You could tell people how you do something in your process. Once we, get a listing, this is what we do next. You could tell that in 1 minute. You could handle a common objection in 1 minute. I just gave you guys 5 or 6 ideas right there. You can make a reel about anything and a short 1 minute video about anything, but these are just some simple things you can do. Now, these Instagram Reels videos, they show up when you're scrolling in your Instagram feed, but you can also share them to your stories. And I love to do that to kind of double up and expand my my reach and engagement from people. And again, I'm no social media expert, guys. I'm exploring and learning with you guys and sharing what I'm learning. And as we make this, find out how this works and make it easier for people. But just start. And then what you can do is you can share this video that you make. It's 1 minute long to Facebook. You can also share it to YouTube. You can also share it to TikTok. I believe you can share it to Pinterest as well, Snapchat. All of these videos can be recycled. So you make one video and then you got 5 videos because it's on all these different places. Does that help? That kind of a
question. Can you share it to MySpace?
I don't know if I can share to your space, maybe MySpace. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a quick demo of how to do this. If you do not have a Canva account, go to Canva. Now I'm going to paste a template link for a reel inside of Canva, but please sign up for a free Canva account. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not an expert designer. I don't know how to use Photoshop. That's why they made Canva for dummies like me. Okay. They made Canva so you can make this presentation. You can make a Reels video, anything that's design or video layout. Very, very simple in Canva. So please go to canva.com and sign up for an account. Okay. When you get here, so I'm going to just hang tight with me. I'm going to try to get this done in like 10 minutes or so. When you go to Canva, right at the top, there's a search bar. So after you've created your free account, you just click on the search bar and you can type in Reels. And guess what? They have templates, right? So I'm going to give you one template, but I got it from them. But they have a bunch more. So I click on that. And again, it's already shows me the dimensions. Like I said, it's 9 by 16. These are the actual pixel sizes. You don't need to worry about that as long as it says it's 1080 by 1920 or Reels or something like that. I'm going to click on that. And guess what? I'm going to get a ton of different templates. So you don't even have to use a template. You can literally turn on your phone, right, and start recording and just be a raw video. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of the most viral videos online have no template. There's no design. There's no branding. It's just them dancing, talking, sharing a tip, singing, whatever. So I like to brand stuff. It's kind of my marketing geek. So I like to use this kind of stuff. I think it's good and it's helpful to add that. But it could be something with a little bit of text on it. It can be, I'm just scrolling through some of these, right? It can be this layout right here. We have like your video is going to show up inside of this photo, cutout. It can be just like this, again, with some different type of verbiage and graphics that are moving on here. These are all templates that are ready to go. Maybe you like a border around on the outside of your video. Bam, I could click this and I could use this one. Okay. If I click it, the template pops up. If you want to know where the EXP branding is, go to the EXP Market Center. Their branding has all their colors. Okay. So I can change this to like an EXP color by clicking this I click on an element here inside this thing. Then what I do is I click over here to the color palette, and then I can click on a certain color, or I can put a color code in here. So grab the EXP colors and then add them in here, and you can change it exactly to match. Or maybe you have your own branding colors, right? You don't have to brand it EXP. Maybe yours is black and red. That's fine too. So you can change all that. And then what you would do is you would drag your video that you recorded on your phone. So I would go to uploads and I would find my video, right? Find my video, and I would click, I drag it onto Canva. Now I have some already in here. I drag it right in here and boom, I plop it in there and your video is there. Now you can delete this other stuff if you don't want this. Say hashtag hustle, bam, right? So there you go. This could be your 1 minute video and it could be done right here. You could add some branding if you want. So let's say I have the Merritt Group logo. I just drag it on here. I'm gonna click right here. Boom, I could put it right down here, just like so, right? And I would probably want this to match too. Okay. So that could be it. And then I could download it. Now, some of you are like, well, I don't want to do all that. You can actually also record a video directly from Canva. So I can click on uploads again, and it says record yourself. I'm going to click record myself. It's going to ask you to share your camera or whatever. So here I am right down here. I click record. I could record the video directly into Canva from my computer with a webcam. Okay, boom, there's my video. Boom, I click done. Then I click save and exit. Now that video is going to pop up right inside here. See that? So I didn't even have to go to my phone.
Boom, there's my video.
I can record all of this directly inside of Canva. Okay, so let me show you guys on the mobile phone what this might look like. Okay, tell me if you guys can hear this.
Okay, guys, so I am recording. Make sure that you have the microphone on when you're doing this, otherwise it won't capture your voice. For those of you that don't want to show your face, this is what you can do.
Yes, we can.
All right, cool.
Okay.
This is another way for those of you that don't want to show your face.
To
okay, you could go to your website, your KV Core website.
Or your real estate website, okay, your KV Core website, and you could filter down to certain neighborhoods. Like if you're targeting a certain area, you could filter down to certain neighborhoods, and then you could literally scroll through and talk about some of the homes and what the market's doing. Okay, obviously look at these, you know, multi-million-dollar homes. If that's your market or that's what you want to go after, hey, go after it, right? So you can filter them down to a neighborhood. And then, okay, I wouldn't be recording this for everybody yet, but I could say I want to filter down by price. And then I could just start recording my video, scrolling through the page, right? Like, hey, everybody, this is Jesse with eXp Realty on the Merritt Group. I want to share with you some of the really exciting properties that are available right now in Naperville. Okay, the Naperville market is on fire. There's a few homes that are just, everybody's got eyeballs on right now. But particularly want you to pay attention to the ones where the price has been reduced. Okay, the market right now is there's a lot of offers going on. The market's hot, but properties are still seeing the price.
So this is literally what you could do. If you don't want to show your face, you could go pick a property. Maybe just pick your house and record your screen. Okay, if you don't know how to record your screen on your phone, you just swipe up or swipe down, depending on what update you have. And there's a little record icon, okay, which at the very beginning, it didn't show it there, but there's a little record icon that's literally a circle inside of a circle. You click it and it's going to pop this up. And you want to make sure that it says microphone on so that your voice is captured. And then you click start recording. So I've already started it here, but you can literally record your screen and your voice and not have your face shown at all. And then when you're done, just tap the little red icon at the top and it will save it to your phone. So that's a way to record a video if you're like, I don't want to do any of that, my face or nothing. Cool. Now, once you've recorded it, let's say you've added it to Canva and you're like, okay, I'm ready. I've made it with the this fancy design in Canva. Like here's one right here. Like maybe you want to talk about reels on real estate, right? These are real estate reels. Okay. Once you added your video into Canva, you can download it from here. Click on download and then MP4, which is just the type of format it's going to download to your desktop. If you're on your phone, this is how you can do it here.
Okay, so now we're going to go download our video from Canva. I'm going to do it from my phone because I'm going to upload from my phone. So I'm going to open Canva. I'm going to find my video. Right here is my Reels demo that I just made. Okay, looks good. We can play it, obviously. And then I'm going to hit save as. So that little arrow up at the top is to like export it. So I'm going to click. Now you can post directly to social media from here. I'm just going to show you the way I always do it because I always want to save the raw video on my phone anyways. So I click save as. MP4 is exactly what I want. I'm going to click download. It's downloading my video to my phone. So now it's in my phone. It tells me the size and everything. I can also send it somewhere else, share it with someone, add it to Dropbox, add it to Google Drive, post it on another website. Lots of things you can do with it, right? So now I'm going to open up Instagram. Okay. And on Instagram, I'm going to swipe to the right. And down here on the bottom, it gives you the different options you want to post. Do you want to make a story? Do you want to make a Reels? Do you want to go live? So I'm going to make a Reels. So now I'm in Reels, and these are again up to 60 seconds. They might be changing these to, I think, 3 minutes here as well soon. But I'm going to click there, my photos tab in the bottom. I'm going to click on my video, and then I'm going to click next. There's my video, right? Boom, looks good. Click add. There's other things you can do, which we're not going to get into at this point. Then I'm going to click preview. If it looks good, cool. One thing I like to do is I like to click that little sticker icon with the smiley face at the top. And I click on captions. And what it'll do is transcribe my video for me. And once it's transcribed, I can actually use that text in my video as well. Right. So obviously I didn't say anything, so it's not showing it, but I could, it says I, right? But you can move that around as well. So I can move this around in place, and it'll show where my text is going to be for transcribing what I'm saying. And then you hit next again, or again, if you want to add any text or anything else on the screen, you could type and do all that good stuff. And then I hit next again. Now I just write a quick little caption or description about what my video is about. You might want to use a keyword. You might want to add your location, something like that. And then if it looks good to go, after you type something, hit OK, and then hit share. If you want to tag people or add your location, I would suggest adding your location, which is your city you're doing your videos in. So click there, type in your city, okay, and then hit share. And it's going to share it to your Instagram feed. Now, you want to make sure that it says also share to feed. That little blue tick is on. You can change the cover and do other things like that. Like you can pick a different spot in it if you want. Click done. You don't have to do that. You can just upload it as is. And then on your profile, it's going to show up in people's feed. You can choose that as well here. Okay, where it says crop profile image, you can move that around and say, I want it to look like that. I want it to look like this. And then done, and then hit share. Now, if you're not ready to share it, you can save it as a draft as well. Once you've shared it already to your profile, I'm going to discard this one, of course. Once you've already shared it to your profile, go back to your, I'm having a baby, by the way, a third one. Click on your video, and then this little airplane icon down on the bottom, the white one right below the video, not the heart, not the chat icon, but the airplane one. Click on that, and then I can add it to my story to get more attention on it as well, and share it with people on my stories, because tons of people look at stories as well. And then you just hit the arrow or put it on your story, because you can do different things and share it with just your friends and all that good stuff. But add it to your story. Again, you can add text, you can add hashtags, all that good stuff, just like you normally would on stories.
Okay, cool. So Patrice is asking, why would you not go live to save time? I would recommend also going live. You can save a live and share that as well. So live is just, again, you're impromptu when you are live. So that is how you share a reel. That's how you create a reel. I'll definitely put the template in the chat as well for this one that I have, right? And you can change the colors of this, change the colors of this. I put a little iPad in here because I think that looks cool. You may not like it. You drag your logo on there. The one I'm sharing should have the logo on it as well. And then you can also create more templates. So right up here where it says templates, again, I go right back up here, and there's all these other styles of templates for Instagram Reels. So I can find other ones that I want to use. I can say, you know what, I'm going to add a new page of another reel. And then same thing, drag your video right on here, change your text,
Problems, your production,
and there you're good to go. So that's Reels. I'm going to show you two more ones that you can make in like 2 minutes. Okay, hopefully that's thorough enough for you guys to make your first Reels. Let's go back over here to quotes. Okay, influencers share quotes. A lot of people share quotes, and it's super simple. You can copy and paste, literally copy and paste. So I would go to Google and type in like inspiration quotes, click on one of these links of 100 inspiration quotes, grab one that you like. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. Second best time is now. Boom, copy that. And then I would come over here to Canva. And in the search bar, you can type in quote, or you can type in square or Instagram. So a good size is 1 by 1. So it's literally a perfect square. Instagram calls that 1080 by 1080. So if I type in quote up here in the search bar, it's got quote social graphic right there, 1080 by 1080. So it's a 1 by 1. And there's thousands of templates in here, guys. If you're match your style, right? The ladies might want something soft and pretty and flowery. Cool, do that. Whatever you want. Pick a style and literally paste that quote in there. So maybe you want something like this. Grab a quote. Okay, so it's opening my quote template. Literally paste it right in here. Okay. You can drag your photo on here for your headshot if you want. You don't have to have any of that, right? You don't have to have any branding at all, but if you want to, you can. You can drag it right on here, and that's it. You're done. You just okay, so you don't have to have any of this stuff. You can. I can add a logo. I can add the EXP logo in here. Add your contact information if you want. I can make this bigger by just clicking on it, dragging. Right. So that would be like an Instagram quote post. I would share those at least once a week. Share a nice little quote. Now, here's a little tip that I do. I actually don't even create a lot of those myself. I'll just reshare what someone else already made. Right. The influencers have a lot of people that are engaging already with that. I just share that quote, and it expands my impact and reach on Instagram anyways by sharing other people's content. So you can do that yourself, like I did. Just grab one, paste it into a square, pick a style you want, paste it, download it. So click download as an image, download it, and then upload it like you would any other image. The last one that I would create is a testimonial. Okay, go to Zillow and screenshot the testimonials on there, or copy and paste them, right? So like, hey, here's a nice quote. Just grab a screenshot of it, or you can literally copy the text of it. Same thing on Google. I come over here to your reviews on Google or wherever you have your reviews. Like, you know what? Yeah, Wendy said this is really nice. What Wendy said here. Boom, grab that. Come back over here to Instagram, and guess what they have on Canva. What do they have on Canva? Type in testimonials, type in reviews. What do you know? They already have a bunch of templates, right? So maybe you don't have an image of the person, that's fine. Just delete that portion of it. But literally, copy and paste. Copy your testimonials. And this is giving social proof. It's what other people say about you. So it's definitely a positive thing. Again, maybe I don't have a photo of this person. Okay, I would literally come in here and paste a portion of it or paste all of it. Right, you don't have to put all of it. And then put their name. Maybe their city location might be good. Right, and then what I would probably do on the top here is I would say one little blurb from their testimonial. Like, you know, outstanding and highly recommend, right? Whatever they said. So literally just maybe put whatever it is that they said, another thing from their blurb, put your branding on here. And then you have a little testimonial with the 5 stars. Again, there's tons of templates in here that you can choose from. Maybe you don't like that one, right? Maybe you like this pretty style here. So those are the 3 types you can make super fast. Literally, it's copy and paste for a quote, copy and paste for a testimonial, pick a template inside of Canva. For the reels, obviously a little more involved, but you can still make one in 10 or 15 minutes. I'm committing to make a reel every single day, a 1-minute video every single day. And you can batch record those. You can record 5 of them at the same time. And maybe I'm answering the 5 frequently asked questions that people ask me about real estate. Set up your camera, start with talking, keep them all 1 minute long, and then you have 5 1-minute videos. So testimonials, again, copy and paste. Those are the three different styles I suggest everybody makes. It's a variety. There's inspiration, there's social proof, and then there's helpful information you're sharing all at the same time. People like to be educated, people like to be inspired, and people like to see what other people are doing. So that is what I have for you guys today. Hopefully you can go and create a couple of social media posts every single day just by doing those three things right there. What
All
questions does anybody have? Any questions?
Jesse, great job.
Bam.
Stop the recording.